Welcome and all to the Society of Ordinary Gentlemen. I'm just an ordinary gentleman named Danny, who happens to be your host. I hope you all had a wonderful and safe holiday weekend. I know we enjoyed our time on Easter Sunday. It was a beautiful, about 74 degrees here. We took the time to get out on the back patio, enjoy the sky, add a little bit of food to the smoker, had some of the Faulkner Flake from the Country Squire, and a few beverages. Struck up a great conversation with my new neighbor. Apparently, he's interested in home brewing. It come up in conversation that I make beers and wines and things. So hopefully, we're going to get him started, help him out with his selection of beginner equipment, and get him involved with our local home brewing club. So that conversation was going so well, and I got a chance to nerd out that I also forgot to check the timer on the smoker. We overdid the burgers and mac and cheese a touch. They were a bit dry, but all in all, a great time with friends and family. And we got to make a new friend in my new neighbor and hopefully help him start a new, wonderful, rewarding hobby. Speaking of things in the community, Mr. Flatcat Piper is doing a giveaway. He's asked, what is it that the community can do, and what is it that the companies that can do, like the pipe community and the tobacco blenders and all of that? How can we all meet in the middle? And honestly, I don't have a good sort of what can the companies do, but I can let you know what we here at the society are doing to try to kind of build more community, make things more interactive. We have started a complete revamp on our tasting note system. The old note system was more me driven. It was my take on everything and me just kind of going, hey, I tried this and here's what I think about it. So we're going to switch that system up and try to make it more community driven. But unfortunately, that meant we needed to rebuild everything from the ground up as far as how we're doing all of our data collection and all that, and how we're storing all that information and how to make it accessible. So we have started working with a group of people to develop a website. So that's something that will be in the future sometime. It does take a while to develop those sorts of things. And I want to start doing more society driven picks. So to get that process started off, I think for the next little while, we're just going to do my picks. Like what I picked up this week, what's interesting to me at the moment, why I pick certain things up. So we'll start off with the cigar choice for the week, the cigar selection. I'm not sure what we're going to call this series yet, but this is the cigar I selected this week. It's something that I wanted to add to the humidor. I really enjoy the band and the artwork to it. I was talking to a gentleman at the cigar shop today. We were having a Ontario Fuente 858. Wonderful cigar if you haven't had it. And I kind of seen this. It caught my eye because of the band and the artwork, and I haven't tried anything from Alec Bradley yet. So I was like, what about this gatekeeper here? And they were like, lovely cigar. So here's some notes for you. I haven't had the chance to enjoy this one yet. Like I said, just picked it up this afternoon to add to the humidor. This was reviewed at a 95 overall. It was ranked number 7 by Cigar Aficionado on their top 25 list in 2020. The country of origin is going to be the Dominican Republic. The wrapper is Ecuadorian, the binders are Nicaraguan, and the filler is a blend of Dominican, Nicaraguan, and a few other different things. The overall length on this Robusto is 5 inches. It is a 50 ring gauge, and the MSRP on this particular stick is 10.5 or $10.50. And it's got this really cool, I love mythology and philosophy and those sorts of things, and it's got this really cool mythological theme to it. A lot of Medusa influence in the band, as well as like this bronze statue gold leaf sort of motif. So it just really caught my eye. And according to the gentleman I was having cigars with, a fantastic smoke, and I really look forward to trying it in the future. This is an addition to the new humidor setup that we've got, and we're working to try to get that cleaned up and ready to go and properly seasoned. So that's a project that will be going on over the next week or two, and then we'll start adding things to the private selection humidor here at the Society. In addition to cigar selection, I do want to start making whiskey selections as well as beers and wines. The whiskey selection this week was the Elijah Craig Straight Rye. This is something that just we happened across it at the local store. We got it for a really good deal. It was a touch under MSRP. We haven't yet enjoyed this bottle, but I will give you their tasting notes just so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on here. They say medium chestnut. The aroma is going to be dark chocolate, spices, and a hint of smoke. And their tasting reference is rich baking spice, honey backed with smooth oak influence. Finish is supposed to be long and lingering. The proof on this bottle is 94. It is, of course, distilled by the Elijah Craig Distillery. The origin on that is going to be the great state of Kentucky. The ABV is 47% or 94 proof. The MSRP on this bottle is $29.99. I've seen them go for a touch under, which is where we got our bottle for, and I've seen some markets there quite a bit over MSRP, and some of the secondary stuff, they just go crazy on their prices. So hopefully your availability is good and you can get this for the MSRP. I'm told that it's a great rye whiskey to have on the shelf, although it is kind of overshadowed by some other selections you could make in this range of rye whiskey. They were lucky enough to win a few awards for this whiskey. They got Platinum Best of Class at SIP Awards in 2020. They've gotten 2 golds at the San Francisco Spirit Competition. They got a gold in 21 and 22, and it made the top 10 whiskey list of whiskey aficionados in 2020. Those are just a couple of selections we made this week, and we'll keep you up to date on more selections we've got coming into the society. All in all, I'm really excited about the outlook of the society. It's growing so well. I never expected it to do anything, really. I was just going to get on here and chat a little bit and kind of make some new friends, and we have done that. We got on here, we chatted a little bit, and we're coming up on our 100 subscriber mark, which I couldn't be more thankful for. I'm just happy you guys like to listen to me ramble on about things. Speaking of, I'm in the works. I'm getting all the stuff together to do live shows so we can all have live meetings of the society. We're going to be hosting those here on YouTube, and I'm sure a few other places as well in the future. And right now I'm working on a lot of interactive features using Streamlabs and some other software to make things like on-screen comments a thing, as well as interactive for subscribers and first commenters and things like that. So we're working on getting all of the background that's necessary to host one of these productions together, and that's something that will hopefully be happening in the near future as well. So I'm happy that we got to catch up, that we could catch up on all of the things happening here at the Society. I'm Danny from the Society of Ordinary Gentlemen, wishing you well, and we'll see you then.